Yeah, yeah, Jedi on the sound. Yeah, let's go. I think these niggas wearing MAGA hats. It ain't go, but I'm out chasing that bag of pins. You look at that name and start getting them dagger chants. That mean he bout to kill it. My body rock the illest. I shock the village like Blanca Street fighting pillage. What up, Apple City? I'm out the rotten side. You hear me? The forgotten side. Increasing the homicide. Break, pray, don't matter. You had to get your mama robbed. I ain't too proud of that reputation. It's just a testament to who I am and what it made. That ain't that two chuck, that Glock 9, that 388, or that revolver. Whatever I got to be off, a nigga will off. That's why I'm thinking about moving, maybe the step. Off the 45 and Beamer out there by now. But then the traffic, I'm being too dramatic. I'm west up and never leaving, dog. I'm never there. I'm in these streets every day and they be yelling out, make this shit great again, make this shit great again. I heard they tired of that shit that y'all be dropping. I'ma make this shit great again, make this shit great again. Don't understand why y'all doing what y'all doing, so I made this shit great again, make this shit great again. I'm in these streets every day and they yelling out, make this shit great again, make this shit great again. I went galactic on my last shit. It's still ahead of my foes, although it's past tense. They ass shit, I call those, I'm glad, bitch. I'm tired of these real niggas and catfish. They get no respect, they seek enhancements. Trying to cheat, leave your body weak like Rodney Lee. Niggas lip wrestle till they greeted with that iron shit. Meek in they words, but that earth they shall never reap. Several seats, you can have that, speaking heresy. No comparing me, my pheromones from the raspberries. Smell my cologne, now that's all I'm doing. But still sick enough to call Salmon on the point. My homeboy Ram blowing dabs out in Oregon. A whole form of herb, I might seek out them courts. Fly out exported, my crib imported. Break down the package in Texas with y'all stores.
Yeah. Hey, man, we got the bar spitters, man. Got the bar spitters, man. It's your brother Atum Ra, melanated and illuminated. Back at you again, man.
Yeah.
I'm blessed, and what I'm saying, I'm fortunate, man, to have all these heavy spitters around me, man. What I'm saying, and the brother that I have on today, man. Y'all saw from the intro, man. It's a certified spitter, man.
Yeah.
Y'all heard him get shout out the other day when I did the interview with Big Fats. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the names that was mentioned, man. The brother Rob Gulat. Oh, I said, look, I still messed it up, man. Rob Gulat, man. What's up, baby?
What's up, baby? Hey, it's so common just to say it, man. Niggas gonna see it like they see it, man. You see that goo, man. And you think goo, but it's all good. Oh shit, man.
Yeah, man. I think we might have lost.
My bad, man. My bad. I'm back, dog. My baby was trying to call me.
Yeah.
My daughter was trying to video call me, so.
Yeah, man. Yeah, now, man. Much love to the C's, man.
Yeah, she gonna keep calling, man. She don't understand. She's 3 on Friday.
Yeah. Oh man. My little boy gonna be 8 on Friday.
Oh man.
Good old May 1st, them Tauruses.
No, May 1st is Friday?
Yeah.
No, mine's a Saturday then. Mine's is May 2nd.
Okay.
Man, see, my days is getting.
Hey, man, the quarantine got, man, like every day either feeling like a Tuesday or a Thursday, man. Like,
man, I was downtown, man. I was recording the other night, and my Uber came and picked me up, and man, it looked so dead. It was a Friday night, man.
Yeah.
And it was just you never seen the city look like this, man.
Man, it's crazy, right?
Nah, it make you, like, if you ever been in the conspiracy world, which I know, you know what I'm saying, me and you, we kind of connected on just that kind of blast in general.
For sure.
A lot of the shit that was talked about like 10, 15 years ago, it almost seemed like it's starting to come to fruition. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, man. I'm just trying to stay prayed up, and I'm staying strapped though. You feel me?
No, man, for sure. I already know, man. Well, man, it's your first time on the platform, man. Just let the people know, man, who you are and what you do, bro.
Man, my name is Rob Gillette, man. I'm a rapper. I don't shy away from the term rapper. I know a
Yeah.
lot of cats be on some, man, I ain't no rapper.
Yeah, I
Nah,
ain't no
man.
rapper.
Nah, rap is what to save my life in real, like, that ain't no exaggeration. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I'm from Houston. Originally I was born in Texarkana, but I've been here since I was 5 years old, you know what I'm saying? So
Right,
still
for sure.
shout
For
out
sure.
still shout out to Texarkana, you know what I'm
For,
saying? That's where the Galad name comes from.
for
So
sure. For
like,
sure.
but just I've been doing this for a good minute, man. Like I used to go under the name Critical for a long time.
Yeah.
And I kind of had two careers almost, you feel me? I
Mm.
went through the years of, I would say, the post '05 explosion, you feel me?
Okay.
Where it was, if you was getting any shine in Houston, you was coming from the SUC, Switcher
Right.
House, or the Rapper Lot Camp. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So I come right up right up after that explosion. Although I had already been around, I used to go to Just Joking Comedy Club and rap, and I was on the battle scene real heavy in the early 2000s. So like I felt like I really been around, like seeing like the underground as we know it. I've been a part of that, man, for the latter part of 20 years, you feel me?
Right.
And a lot of cats, I got a lot of respect for my peers, you know what I'm saying? Mainly because I pour into my peers though, you feel me? A
For
lot of them
sure.
niggas will tell you that I send them honest critiques, even when they not asked. But it's still like I want to let niggas know this what I hear.
Right.
You
For
know what I'm
sure.
saying? I build a lot of us that became friends. You know what I'm saying? Our families kick it together. You know what I'm saying? We talk on the phone for hours. So I mean, just in terms of the rap community, in some ways, I'm a leader in the rap community. You know what I'm saying? Just in the sense that I'm older, I've been around. A lot of my losses done been on display. You know what I'm saying?
Right. For sure. For
And
sure.
it's like shit. I used to feel a certain type of way about that
Mm.
until I
Yeah.
realized that it's a lot of people that are inspired by a nigga that's willing to express his losses. You feel me?
No, for sure, man. And I think that that's like one of the things that you know what I'm saying, most that I love, you know what I'm saying, about you, brother, and I love about your personality because like
Mhm.
you're a brother that, you know what I'm saying, you wear your heart on your sleeve.
Definitely,
And
man.
like
Sometimes to a detriment, but it
yeah,
is
no,
what
for
it
sure.
is.
No, for sure. But I know, you know what I'm saying, with a nigga like me, I can respect that because like you know, you always gonna know what else people gonna stand. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's you know, we've had different debates and conversations where you was like, bro, what you talking about? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's real. You know what I'm saying? Like
Nah, that's
you don't want somebody that's gonna sugarcoat it all the time, gonna tell you some shit that's gonna make you feel good or pump you up. You know what I'm saying?
nah. It's definitely. And then I was happy to meet brothers like yourself and shit, man. Cause like I got a relationship, a long time relationship with Bugs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's my
yeah.
brother.
Shout out Bugs,
You
Audio
feel me?
Intelligence.
Definitely, man. So like been down since him and Speeds was putting out music. You feel me? Shout
Yeah,
out my nigga
yeah,
Speeds too. You feel
yeah.
me? But like, so knowing what kind of brother Bugs was and just what they had been doing with like their organization for years, you know what I'm saying? Community cleanup, things like
Mm,
that. We had always talked about that. And at that time when I first met them, I was still in the streets, you feel me? And I was still kind of reckless. But they recognized that I was a nigga that was an advanced thinker on a lot of things.
no, for
I
sure.
see the conditions of our people.
Mm,
I like to say from a first hand perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really out here. Like I
right.
say, I still ride Metro. You know what I'm saying? Then the last 10 years, I've been dealing with health issues. So when
Yeah.
you in and out them hospitals and you talking to people and you hearing their stories, you know what I'm saying? And you realizing that the system we live in Although, like, I believe in America, man. I'm gonna be 1,000 about that. You feel me? I believe in the idea that if you work hard enough, you can make something happen here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Problem is, we starting from such a disadvantage.
Yeah, got to dig out the hole just to.
It's like start. just to stay afloat.
Right.
We spending so much energy on staying afloat. Man, I talked to a young lady today that told me her grandmother stayed in the spot for 62 years and found out that she never owned the place.
Damn. Yeah.
Paid rent for 62 years. The landlord sold the property and told her she had 15 days to get up out of
there. Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I just be always like coming in contact with issues with our people. You know what I'm saying? Whether I just stopped a nigga from beating on his woman the other day.
Yeah.
And I heard everything. She provoked the man. She put his hands on him. And I'm glad I heard everything because I was able to help the brother not from a place of judgment. You feel me?
Right.
It was more so I want you to get up out of that because it was wrong what you did. Don't get it twisted. But I heard the full story.
Right.
So it just be shit like that, man. And I try to put that in my music. I like to put real emotion in my music. A lot of niggas is real. Like I know I'm like lyrical to a degree.
Yeah, but I would say that.
But like take Fats for instance.
Right.
Even though Fats is a highly intelligent nigga, don't get it twisted.
So
you know what I'm saying? And he represent that in his music. Fats bars is like every bar is like it's a bar. It's like God damn, they bombarding you. My music, I'm not a rapper like that. Now I have some raps that I'm going in, you feel me? They bar heavy. But when you listen to my music, it's really a story of where I was at the time when I made that music. You know what I'm saying? So you get a stamp. It's really like a time stamp.
Right.
And I learned that approach a long time ago because I was a lyrical rapper. Right. I was a battle rapper. But I've been rapping since I was 3-4 years old. Like, I'm gonna put my mama on my next album and I'm gonna have her tell that story so niggas don't think I'm exaggerating.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, man. I definitely want to get into the new project, man. But I mean, I think that you would know better than anyone else. You know what I'm saying? The Houston underground, you know what I'm saying, indie scene, man. You know what I'm saying? Just talk about like some of the things that we got going on down here for the people that's not necessarily from H-Town that, like you said, most people only know Switch House. They don't even know about SUC. But then you know what I'm saying? Those that do know Switch House SUC, but like, man, we got so much talent down here. Like right now in 2020, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't even talking about back then.
Yeah, we got a real diverse scene, man. It's interesting because I'm one of the niggas that like kind of float through all of the scenes. You feel me? I could do this podcast with you and then end up over there with Bleeder and them niggas. You feel me? I was just in the studio with Bleeder about 3-4 days ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I start since I'm talking Bleeder and niggas like that. We got a real a gangster, like a hard scene. You feel me? It's the streets. You got cats like Bleeder. You got cats like Cal Wayne. You know what I'm saying? OTB Fast Lane, niggas like that. You feel me? They the streets. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of young cats that's coming up. You got the Sauce Twins. I think Sauce Walker is the GOAT in my eyes. You feel me? That man.
Yeah, I heard you say that before, man.
Yeah, like not saying that I think he's the GOAT.
Yeah,
MC.
Nah, I know what you're saying for sure.
But because I knew Walk for a good minute, I know he came from a battle rap background. I know he's really a student of rap music.
Right.
He's a character though. His dad was a wrestler. You feel me? He charismatic, man. But he changed Houston.
So
Texas. Everybody rap like that nigga. You go listen to Dallas, you listen to Fort Worth niggas, all them niggas rap like Sauce.
Right.
Niggas wear beads in their head and shit. So so you got that scene. Then you got like a scene like a cats like Jedi Master and what they do, they more like the hip hop scene, you feel me? And you got a lot of cats in there, the DJ Big Reeks, the Waxaholics, you know what I'm saying? That scene is real dope. You got what I call more like a traditional underground scene, where I think that's where I'm kind of in the mainstream underground, whereas you got like Propane's is probably the biggest names, D-Lows, then you got like myself, Big Fats, Dante Higgins, you know what I'm saying, Doe Beezy, Show Lewis, I mean, like Cab the Dunn, and this niggas from all over. You got Max O'Cream, he done popped off. Toby, these are niggas from my hood. You feel me?
Right. Oh yeah, and let them know one time, man. Where you from, man?
I'm from Alief, man. I'm from Southwest Alief, Texas. Although you gonna hear me say South Side a lot because my growing up experience was really all over the South Side.
Right.
But I went to school mostly in Alief.
Sure.
But I had strong connections to the Clark. You feel me?
Yeah, man. You know, HC all day.
That's why I be fucking with niggas from the Clark so much, man, because I be over in the Clark so much. You feel me? Like I be in Briarwick so much. That's my second home almost.
Yeah.
Then that a third ward, you know what I'm saying? I'm in them communities heavy. So
right. And man, it was crazy like coming up, man, how like Harm Clark and Southwest used to get into it and all types of shit. But like it was always funny though, like explaining the dynamics of like Houston that like cause my wife, she from Louisiana. And so, you know, I was just explaining to her how like, you know, like we could be in one scene and it'd be Harm Clark versus Southwest. But then we could be in another scene and it'd be Harm Clark and Southwest together versus the North Side.
Yeah.
Then we could be in another scene where it'd be South Side and North Side versus Dallas. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
see, I never experienced the Harm Clark shit because I go to church in Harm Clark.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And my church, one of the bigger churches out there. Yeah. And then my family is the people who own that French's right there on West Arm and Post Oak.
Oh yeah, one of the best Frenchies in the city.
I'm biased, but I think it's the best. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, I like I said, I would say.
Shout out to Rito family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's my family. You feel me? But like I got love for the Clark, man. My business partner is a Hispanic dude from Briarwick. You know what I'm saying? And nigga, it's niggas that's on Markwood essays that walk around with On Deck tatted on them, which is my record label or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They really was riding for that shit. So, nigga can't tell me nothing about nigga. I tell you, I'm the first nigga. Real deal. I'm the first nigga that got hired at the West Arm YMCA. Straight up, I'm the first person they hired for their original summer camp.
Man. Right. Yeah. So yeah, you and you know, like man, your name is like one of the names, like man, that I like I said, as I talk to artists. Because like for me, man, I'm always trying to get up on new people myself. But then also, you know, I try to use my platform to, you know what I'm saying, put my people on other people they may not hear about or know about, bro. And like I said, consistently, you know what I'm saying, boys be telling me about you, man. And you know, like I said, not just, you know, from your music, you know what I'm saying, because we know people that make good music, but they still whole ass niggas, you know what I'm saying? But like boys say you thorough and you solid out here in these streets, bro.
Nah, that's man, I'm really for real, and it's mutual, man. I'm really in the field, man. Like I've been sick for a few years, so it didn't kept me from being able to just execute a lot of things. Yeah. But I keep my hand in a lot of things, bro. Like that's why I'm so vocal on the internet, because it's a platform. I could get on the internet and pump my raps all day. My rap's good enough for me to only talk about rap music. You know what I'm saying? Right. I choose not to do that. Right. In some ways, it's a hindrance. But it's like when I put post up and I talk to niggas about home ownership, because I'm working for a company that was a mortgage company, and niggas is inboxing me, street niggas. You feel me? Niggas that I done ran the streets with. Right. And we talking to each other, man. You know what I'm saying? Or I put up a post about having anxiety, and a motherfucker inbox me like, man, bro, I deal with the same shit every day. I'm like, man, shit, you wouldn't know that. But that's how I am, man. I'm with the people. I see the kids just these streets, man. It's a war going on. That's not a cliche to say.
Right.
You look at how the murder rate that went up since the coronavirus shit happened.
You know, and I just had my brother Moon on. We was talking about, you know what I'm saying, domestic violence and all that shit, you know what I'm saying, going up when, you know what I'm saying, we supposed to be under a global pandemic.
Man, because the problems, man, they stopped during no pandemic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna be in light or whatever the word is, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be enhanced.
Right.
You feel me? If you at home and y'all been having problems, them problems gonna be worse.
Right.
Man, I'm really worried about the summertime in Houston. I ain't gonna front with you. These young niggas gonna get out of here. And
yeah, man. Yeah. No. I feel you, man. And that's why, you know what I'm saying, like now, you know, our organization is trying to, you know what I'm saying, just do what we can, you know what I'm saying, to work with different organizations as we get back to try to get back to some type of normalcy. And we know that, kind of like you mentioned, even prior to this whole situation, you know what I'm saying, we had our various battles and things like that, you know what I'm saying, within our community. But, you know, we definitely know that, you know what I'm saying, our youth are the most impressionable, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they the ones that, you know what I'm saying, at least me personally, that I feel that we got to reach out here, man.
Do y'all have any relationships with the schools? Because I know you from the Clark. I know Bugs is in South Park and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We do have some relationships with certain schools. You know, like every school kind of varies to vary.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying, depending on the administration. But I mean, you got some schools that, you know what I'm saying, the problem is so bad, you know what I'm saying, like they need any help they can get.
Oh yeah.
And you know that's true to where like you have somebody like myself, you know, like we're not certified teachers or anything like that, but they recognize like the problem that's going on with young black men and how they need examples and how, you know what I'm saying, they just kind of let us loose with the kids.
But see, but that's because y'all are a certified organization, man. Y'all reputable. It's nothing to put in y'all's name and see that all y'all are stand up men. Just the reason why I asked if y'all was in the schools, because my perspective is, all right, I work for an organization called Heads Up Houston.
Right.
My nigga actually he from the Clark. He went to Worthing though. Okay. Now I met him. He used to rap in a group called Circle G's. They from back. I mean, they was really making some noise, but that's another conversation. Yeah. We all really clicked because we all worked at the YMCA at different YMCA's.
Gotcha.
Them niggas just happened to stay on at the YMCA. I was just still kind of, you know what I'm saying, in the streets, but I worked at the Y.
Right.
Long story, my nigga kept moving up. He became the youngest director in YMCA in Houston, the first black male YMCA director in Houston. You know what I'm saying? That was of that age. He took over the A-Leaf YMCA, and he got so like immersed in the community in A-Leaf that when the bullshit happened with him losing his job, he had already had the plans of starting his own basically YMCA type thing, which is Heads Up Houston.
Gotcha.
And now it's in like I want to say like 9 schools out there.
Okay.
It's like 4 or 5 apartments, got after school programs. It's paired up. I don't know if you ever heard of Comet.
Okay.
Comet is an after school program, so they paired up with them. I mean, they got a whole like Saturday program, a summer program, and we really in the schools though. You feel me? And then it's a cat named Capo Joe. Capo do a lot of work. A lot of niggas know Capo. You know what I'm saying? And he work in conjunction with Kevin and them with Heads Up. And you're seeing an improvement in A-Leaf. You know what I'm saying? You're seeing an improvement. We got our community center because a good friend of ours that ran for city council got $60 million for our community center. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Just broke.
That's power right there.
Yeah, that's why, you know, you see the shit I be talking about, man.
Right.
Like it's because even though I'm not even on the front lines of that shit, I'm the person that a lot of them come talk to because I'm naturally from A-Leaf. You feel me? I seen it change from when it was really diverse to now how the Vietnamese dominate everything.
Right.
I worked for Hubert Vogt, who was the state representative. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I just picked this nigga brain, man. He didn't even know that I'm picking his brain. He told me how them Vietnamese did it, man. It's not out the realm of possibility, man.
Right.
That we could do this.
Right.
We got to figure out how to bridge the gap between niggas like me and you and them older niggas that got the bread, man, that can go put the capital up.
Right. For sure. For sure.
Cause me and you ain't got the bread. You feel
right.
me?
Right.
If we had the bread, we'd have a strip center. You feel me?
Right.
Straight up and down. Like it wouldn't be no thing. I got a theory, man, that black people in Houston, naturally we own Sunnyside, South Park, Third Ward, the Clark. Now we on the West, we need to dominate Fondren economically. And A-Leaf, we got it pretty much where we trying to get where Bissonnette becomes the black business area. Because we can't do nothing by Bel Air.
Right.
You feel me? They own that. That's cool.
Right.
A-Leaf clothing, that shit feed in the Harwin, which is the Mahatma Gandhi district. So that's for the Arabs, Beach Nut for the Hispanics. Give Bissonnette to the blacks and the Africans.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Low key, it's already like that.
Right. But like you said, we just don't control the economics of the area. Like,
nah,
so we got the demographics.
Yeah, we definitely got it, man. We just got to see the bigger picture. Like I don't know what he doing now, but I know Thug was starting to do some shit on Homestead. Homestead is another economically depressed area.
Yeah.
I think that's all we need to be focused on as black folks, man, is economics, because the rich black folks could get more money, you know what I'm saying, by investing in these areas, and the people in them areas can benefit by the investment.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I mean, I think you just kind of touched on the point right there. See, for me, like a lot of so-called woke people or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They always talk about like the people in the projects, people that's down and out, like what niggas is doing and everything like that. To me, from what I see, you know what I'm saying, one of the biggest problems in our community is not necessarily the people on the bottom that's ignorant, but more so those of us that find a way to get a leg up, but then we go use our talents to build up other communities. Yeah. And we don't use our resources, our talent, our time, you know what I'm saying, to give back, you know what I'm saying, to the next generation. Because, you know what I'm saying, any one of us that got a leg up, it was because somebody else, you know what I'm saying, gave us the game, showed us the way, helped us when we didn't have anything. And, you know, some of us forget that, you know what I'm saying, when we so-called make it.
Yeah. And I think that's the other thing, man. Getting out the environment is the badge of honor, instead of improving the environment being the badge of honor. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I once I started really to like put my energy
on it, bro. Speak on it.
And the like studying taxes, man. And this is before I started working in the mortgage industry. And I'm studying taxes. I spent a lot of time the last couple of years really down bad, like just with my health and just going through a lot. So I instead of using my phone just to be on social media, I'm reading, I'm digesting information that I might have had basic knowledge on. Right. But man, you can educate yourself to the level of these so-called experts in any field, because the internet is open like that.
Right.
So as I study taxes, man, and then I look at the school my son go to in HISD, you feel me? They raised $300,000 for their after school program one year. You feel me? And that's through the PTO. That's not through the Boys and Girls. That's not through the YMCA.
Right. No tax raises or nothing.
Nah, that's through PTO. That's Red Elementary. You feel me? Right. That's all them. And me having a background in the YMCA and having to deal with different schools, man, I was dealing with 8-9 schools in the Third Ward, South Park area. We might have made $500,000 in a year with all them schools.
Right.
That's one school, but it sits directly in a neighborhood where everybody own their home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. It's the school right around Meyerland. So Meyerland pretty much take care of Red Elementary. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's right before you get into the Clark. Once you go past Willow Bend, you know what I'm saying, and get towards 90, it's not gonna get the same treatment. You feel me? But Red, it get treatment like it's in goddamn Katy or something.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So I'm like, we take an environment like Sunnyside, which I think would be the perfect environment, really, to just like redevelop and like gentrify for black folks though. You feel me? Like Scott is so underdeveloped, man.
Yeah.
You think about that, they got one grocery store, one full service grocery store from Scott and the Beltway all the way to Scott and 45. You feel me? They got the HEB. And now that whole on McGregor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got that Pie Burns over there in like by South Lawn.
Right. And you got the Fiesta. Yeah, that's all the way on Cullen.
Yeah, that's on Cullen. You know what I'm saying? Man, you could do so much on Scott Street, man.
Yeah.
And have that whole dynamic. But it's like, I don't understand why black, like, why don't they have to know that? You know what I'm saying? You look at like when Magic Johnson first got it in the investment, man, he was doing some dynamic things.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or even like in your community, Kirby John Caldwell. A lot of niggas talk down on him, and he might deserve it.
Right.
But man,
he was putting up some bread though.
Man, that whole little Windsor Village area, man.
Right.
Posto getting fixed right down there. All them houses, the West Orange YMCA, that elementary school, all that shit, man, is a byproduct of Kirby John Caldwell, man. So it's like he used his influence to affect his community positively. People own them homes over there in Corinthian Point. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's what we got to get to, man. We got to figure out who got the bread and act like why y'all scared to spend it, man. Y'all gonna die anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Leave enough for your family.
Right. For sure. And I mean, I think you know, if you invest it right, you're gonna see a return. You know what I'm saying? Like point blank period. Like any type of shop, you know what I'm saying, that you would open up, like you would see a return on investment.
And they ain't even gotta be black owned businesses. If you could imagine that we got a Meyerland Plaza for black people. We shop at Target, we shop at Ross. You know what I'm saying? But put that shit in our community though. You feel me? Because everything ain't gonna be black owned. That's not feasible anymore. This is 2020 America. You know what I'm saying? But if we put it to where you understand how the taxes work, and you know that these big strip centers and these stores and put a call center in these areas, anywhere that's generating money, that shit gonna go back to the world, to the community you in.
Well, for sure. Property taxes and everything.
Yeah, that's why I be so live about y'all about voting and how y'all like. I hate to see niggas talking that not voting shit, man. Like,
yeah, well, yeah, man. Speak on it, man, because I wanted to ask you, you know what I'm saying, the question, you know what I'm saying, just because, you know, prior to, you know what I'm saying, the whole COVID situation, you know what I'm saying, we were in the middle of the, you know what I'm saying, the Democratic nomination process. And, you know, now I'm looking like Joe Biden gonna be the nominee. And, you know, me personally, I'm a person personally that like well, my wife said that I overvote. You know what I'm saying? Like I voted all the primaries, off-year elections, everything else like that. I mean, I understand why people don't have trust or hope in the system. And, you know, some of it is valid. But I mean, me personally, you know what I'm saying? Like I go out and vote. Even just this past primary election, I was one of the people that was at the Hiram Clark Civic Center voting in the primary for 4 hours, and they turned out the lights on us, you know what I'm saying, while we were still waiting. And, you know what I'm saying, it's just crazy. But then, you know what I'm saying, I was just bringing the point on because a lot of people get caught up in these national politics, you know what I'm saying, in Trump, Biden, and, you know what I'm saying, we kind of forget everything else that goes on that's not related to the presidential election. But like, man, just what's your opinions on, you know what I'm saying, what we might see in 2020 from the people, man?
Man. Ooh. it's a strange world, man, because a part of me wants to like the progressive movement. I am for poor people. There's no doubt about it.
Right.
I'm a poor person. You feel me? I come from poverty. You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't I want policy to benefit poor people?
For sure. And most of us still poor, no matter you think you're making enough, but if you're not making 250, 300,000, like 250,000 is middle class.
Yeah, it really is.
Man? And if you ain't at 250,000, you not middle class.
And even at that, if you ain't got the assets, yeah, you could be making $250,000, man. But if you got $200,000 worth of debt that you got to pay out every year, you really ain't making no money.
Actuals.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like with voting, with all that, man, in 2020, like take Trump. I felt like Trump was an opportunity for niggas to really like say, what's up, my nigga? All right, you here? What's up? This what we own, you know what I'm saying? And me and you done had inbox conversations about this, man, about how can we develop what is the black agenda? You feel me? What do black people want and need?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like that's what we should have been on with Trump. We didn't have to come in that hole on some make America great again shit. We ain't have to come in there on nothing. We should have came in that hole like this a goddamn divorce settlement or a goddamn cussing.
Right.
This what we want. This what we not gonna stand for. You know what I'm saying? If you saying you want our vote or our money,
right?
Which is another thing, which I just feel like we don't know how to play this game, man.
Right.
And it's like you got so many niggas that just willingly play dumb. Then you got the brothers that are gaining knowledge and they're telling you not to be a part of this system. But you're in this system, man. I'm saying this to a man that got African things all behind this wall. That my nigga, you is American in a motherfucker. Even though, I say that genealogy, heritage, I respect the Pan-African movement.
Right.
I respect it. I think it's necessary for our people.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? I think we should have a stronger alliance with Africa, especially Western African nations, because they tend to be the ones that come to America. You know what I'm saying? But man, I got a good partner, man, named Pug Tunes. He one of the top producers out here. And Pug, this nigga said something so compelling. I'm paraphrasing, but he said, "Man, we created ourselves as a new people. We Black Americans, man. We something different. It's just what it is."
Yeah.
So that's my primary concern. How do we improve these conditions? Man, it start with the family. You a brother that's married, you know what I'm saying? You also a brother that got a child that you're not married with. So you see the difference, man. You see the difference. You know what I'm saying? It start with that family. That's number one. Because if we get our families in order, man, then our neighborhoods can get stronger.
Actually.
Niggas like me and you can go buy a house in Sunnyside. We can be neighbors and we can do that. And we can influence Bugs. Hey, Bugs, go buy that house down the block.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, we got the whole block sold up because we like-minded individuals. We got to find like-minded individuals because it ain't gonna be everybody. I remember that group we used to be in. Everybody used to say everybody ain't gonna be on the boat.
Yeah.
But
everybody gonna make the boat.
I don't want to lead nobody, but I want to lead. You know what I'm saying? By example.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And man, you're doing it.
That's the best way we could do it. I'm from A-Leaf, so I'm going to invest in A-Leaf. But A-Leaf don't need the help that Third Ward, Sunnyside, South Park need. You know what I'm saying? It really don't, man, because we a different kind of community.
Right.
So I just want to encourage them areas, man, to get out. If y'all think voting don't work, man, just get out and try it one time. You know what I'm saying? Get out and vote some.
Right. Well, and the other issue that I have is, man, like some of these people, like they they don't give people other alternatives. Like if you're gonna tell people not to vote, it's like, all right, like so if you're gonna tell people not to vote, it's like, all right, we're not gonna vote, right? But we need to go ahead and make a pool and make a super PAC. That way that whichever candidate that we get in our community, we like, hey, this money is either gonna go to support you or this money is gonna go to get you out.
Yeah.
Like that it's just really, really that simple. You know, man. Or, you know, we should make sure that we put people that we know have our best interests, you know what I'm saying, on the ballot. Show up for the primaries and things like that, you know what I'm saying, that actually have to do with the general election.
So it's like the question I'd be like, how do we get that message? Like when I have reached out to you about how do we figure out like basically a black census, you know what I'm saying? And then who do we go to the next step? But luckily we at a stage where we know exactly who we got to go to with the information now. You know what I'm saying? We ain't dealing with some people that's just spewing ideas. It's niggas that put some things together so niggas know how to do some things. So it's like really, if we can get in the city of Houston, what is about 4 million people. So let's say they say black folks probably about 30% of the population in Houston. So it's probably about 100, 150,000, 200,000 black folks in Houston, maybe 300,000. You know what I'm saying? If we could get a pulse on 30,000 black people, we kind of could get the pulse on the bulk of black people in Houston. You know what I'm saying? We just got to break it down into where niggas is at. If you in the Clark, you need to mobilize 3-4 people that can get into the Clark, that can go around, man. Hey, what you want? What you want? And niggas gonna tell you.
Right.
If I'm on the dub, I need to do the same thing. If somebody in the ward, boom, boom, and we come back and we gather that information and we say, boom, it's looking like higher income black people want more access to capital. They want access to loans. They want access to, you know what I'm saying, business, things like that. Lower income black people, they want issues with why is their credit so fucked up? Why they can't get access to their credit? You know what I'm saying? Why we can't get access to getting out of these conditions instead of giving us welfare? You know what I'm saying? Why can't you assist us in more than just college loans? You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I mean, if anything, we should be putting pressure on all these people, and which are, you know what I'm saying, mostly Democrat in our areas. We need to be putting the pressure on them that if we're gonna vote for them, we need for y'all to improve our school. You know what I'm saying? Like we need to, like, because to me, that's kind of one of like the fundamental keys, you know what I'm saying, to the sustainability of our people is our next generation. And you know what I'm saying, that's one of the reasons why you see them attacking, you know what I'm saying, the youth at early ages, you know what I'm saying, with all these different outside influences. And you know what I'm saying, if anything, like if we made like large sum investments, kind of like you just said with Red, you know what I mean, like if we made those type of investments in our elementary, in our middle schools, like you know what I'm saying,
it start with the parents though, man. You know this as being a parent. I'm sure you talk to teachers all the time. You feel me? And they talk about how it's no parental involvement.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No, I know. That's why they call us out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it ain't no parental involvement, man. Either parents can't get there, or they just not showing up. So that's why it's like, man, you just got to figure out, like, ultimately, how to convey it. Hey, these things are important. You know what I'm saying? We can't just carry the I don't give a fuck attitude into adulthood. You know what I'm saying? We got to care about more things than just money, cars, and clothes. You feel me?
Right.
I think the only way we can do that, man, is investing in. It got to be a large investment in primary education schools, but also it has to be an investment in adult education.
For sure.
Because when I go to places like the Work Source, and you see how many people can't type.
Right.
How many people don't know how to get to the website? You know what I'm saying? How to look for a job, let alone fill out an application. They don't even know how to use the computer. They don't know how to build resumes. They don't know what a cover letter is. They don't have interview etiquette. They don't have none of this. And the work source does try to do certain things, but me being the nigga I am, I found out that the work source really tries to stay away from stuff like that. They want to just be like a preparedness center. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we got to be able to do, like I know Jahari, he worked with the Urban League.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get organizations like that, man, to start thinking differently.
Right.
What about doing a job fair after 5 o'clock?
Yeah.
Do a job fair at 7.
Man, and you know what was messed up, man? The brothers, Bugs and all of them, prior to the COVID situation, everything got shut down. I think they were actually gonna do it in the start of April. It was gonna be like an event at the Shrine where they were gonna assist people with getting like headshots and different things like that to improve like their LinkedIn resume and things like that. And I just waiting on everything to get back to normal, and hopefully we can get that event put back on, because like you said, man, those are some of the key elements that like even I see, as a person that works for a corporation or a company. I'm in education, but I have to hire people, and like you said, recruiters look for the littlest things to weed out an application, because, even though this job may only be paying $12 an hour, it's hard out here. And so I may get 150 applications. And so, like you said, quick little things on a resume, on a cover letter, may just get your application tossed out.
Yeah.
Like, and those are fundamental, like, vital skills, man.
And these things ain't being taught in school.
Yeah.
And then by and large, we not bringing that information back home. I ain't trying to shit on my T. Jones or nothing, but my mama ain't never talked to me about a resume or nothing until I got older.
Right. Oh yeah. Now for sure. And we see, like, now that we are older, we're able to like look at our parents in a different light. And and we see that our parents did the best that they could. They did what they know. But like, it's up to us to see that and realize the things they did right and the things they did wrong. And improve upon that too. Our children, and not continue that same cycle of, just like whooping ass and everything like that.
Yeah, because that's that old method, man. I say if it worked, man, it would have worked. I don't think it's worked.
Right.
To a degree, it has.
Right.
In the sense that our generation, and definitely our kids, man, we got opportunity that our ancestors, man, they'll cry. I believe that if they seen us and some of the things that we able to do, I think they would cry.
Oh, for sure. I
think they'll be a little upset.
Yeah.
But I think they would understand, man, the conditions of the country that we come from.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But they would cry when they see that me and you we here.
Yeah, right. Like, we here, we doing our own thing, man. We got our own businesses, our own platforms, and like, really, I know boys get caught up in this whole global white supremacy thing, man. But like, it's really a world out here for a lot of us to take what you're going to invest into it.
Yeah, because the cold thing about white supremacy is the architects of that shit, man, had to know that white supremacy don't even benefit white people always.
Oh, come on now. It don't benefit most of them.
I'm going to go on and say about 90% of them.
Well, more than that, because when you look at it, just like we talked about those figures, like, remember back when we were having the whole 99% versus the 1%, and that whole argument was because only 1 to 2% of all people in America make above 250,000. Like, all people, like, that's including, and when they say that the average American has $400 or less in savings, that's including all Americans.
Yeah, man, that ain't the big difference that I see between us and white folk is that their family structure hasn't been attacked.
Right. So
by and large, they're able to, number one, They have an identity. Tom Brady make it to the NFL and he not expected to carry his neighborhood.
Right.
VY make it to the NFL.
He carried the whole
cloth.
Yeah. Right.
It's a different kind of pressure.
Right.
Excuse me, I'm hungry, man. I got one of the Patty's pies. Them hoes.
Hey, man, for sure. Hey,
but no, that's the difference, man. They allowed to be individuals.
Right.
If I go outside and shoot a nigga right now, every nigga around here is a suspect.
Right.
That's just what it is.
For sure.
That's what it is.
Yeah, man. So, man, I wanna get on this music, man. You know what I'm saying? First thing, man, I asked Fat this the other day, man, and I want to ask you, man, just because there are rumors and myths out there that people in H-Town don't work together. You know what I'm saying? On the music scene, man. What you got to say on that, man?
I mean, I think we work together, but I also think that we could do a better job, you know what I'm saying, doing collaboration. But I also know that niggas got real situations. Right. Fat's got a real job. You feel me? Every nigga you can list got something going on outside of rap, so we can't just be in the studio with each other all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I think we work together. I don't think with this COVID shit, man, I hope artists realize, man, that we're not supported, man. Like, I file taxes on music, so I can't get unemployment on that shit, though. You know what I'm saying? We can't get no relief. But if we stood up, the creators of music, the producers, the writers, the rappers, the engineers, you know what I'm saying? And we were able to really make a coalition with each other, it could be some improvement, man, in terms of how we doing things. But I mean, I think the big thing about Houston is we seen niggas come up and get rich and didn't really have to do a lot of the shit that other city niggas have to do. You feel me? So
like what would that be?
All right. If you see Slim Thug riding around the city all the time in a Bentley,
right?
Damn, maybe I could get a Bentley and not have to leave Houston.
Right. So
we get so focused on Houston. It's intoxicating, man. If you can get love from Houston, man, that's a cold feeling, man.
Yeah.
But we're a heartless ass city.
Thanks.
But when we love you,
we love you. Like
we love you. So like I think
it don't even matter where you from. Like you could be not from Houston, and if we love you, we love you. Like you good.
It's like Webby, Webby, one of them niggas, man. Webby could sell out damn near anywhere in Houston, anytime.
Sure.
With no hits or not. It's just what it is. But yeah, man, we work together, man. But we got to get smarter, man. We got to, once this COVID shit go away, we got to get smarter.
Right.
That's all I can say. I've been studying our YouTube numbers recently. Yeah. All our YouTube numbers is low. You know what I'm saying? And when I say all, I mean mine's too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When I look at cities like Dallas and Fort Worth, and I'm seeing niggas from Little Rock and all these random ass places, all these niggas got 500, 1 million views, 1.5, 2, 3 million views. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We not doing that.
Right.
A few niggas is hitting them numbers.
Right. But with our population, like, yeah.
Man, it's just because we got such a unique culture that we don't like. We go to other places and be ready to go home.
Right. Yeah.
It ain't Houston. It ain't enough space where you at. The food ain't good.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It get too cold.
Yeah, your weed is different. You give small amounts of weed and shit. Like, so like, we just got those type of problems. But I think the number one thing, bro, man, we doing this shit by ourselves, dog.
Right.
Man, I don't give a fuck who hear this, man. Lil Kiki and them niggas couldn't have put themselves on the way we have to. Them niggas had Jam Down Records that was putting big money up. Paul Chevis and Chevis Entertainment putting big money up. Rec Shop, you know what I'm saying? They had niggas that was spending money. Street military people spending money, straight profit. Lil Troy, you feel me? Man, ain't nobody in our era. Maybe one or two niggas got a nigga that's putting some money up for them that's like legitimate money. Right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is self-funded, my nigga. Right. So you telling me that I got to be a PR person, I got to be my manager, I got to write the music, I got to pay for the music, I got to record it. In some cases, some niggas is making beats. Right. I got to do all my press. Right. I got to be the performer. Book the show. What I'm saying? And we doing things we ain't qualified for, man. We're the industry professionals in Houston. You know what I'm saying? They've gotten better, but then it slowed down from like 2010 to 15, 16.
And it definitely seemed like it slowed down.
The ecosystem was flowing, man. Writers was getting money. We was getting placements, man. I know nigga like Shay Serrano from Houston Press. Man, that nigga done put thousands of dollars in my pocket. Straight up. Off of licks that he done got me. That's how I became published. Right. He helped me get a song in a movie, then in a commercial, and some other shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's
like, hey man, like I want you to talk on that for a minute, man, because like that's often like an avenue that like as I'm growing like more and more within, you know what I'm saying, the film community and meeting, you know what I'm saying, a lot more people, you know what I'm saying, I definitely see the opportunity for more artists to collaborate with filmmakers and things like that, man. Yeah. Versus just, you know, the singles and the mixtapes and everything else like that, man. Like speak on that just a little bit, bro.
Well, man, like really, dog, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm full of shit, man. Because I got people that have been in my ear 15 years. Critical, man, licensing, critical, licensing. Even when Shay put me in that position to where I got the money with a movie, it was called Natural Selection. It did some good numbers on the indie side. Like, which one of them niggas was still alive? Roger Ebert or was it Siskel? Which one still alive?
Yeah, one of them.
Whichever one was still alive had made a real big deal about this movie. You know what I'm saying? And that movie ended up getting a lot of funding, which trickled down to the music selection, put some thousands in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I'm like, okay, this is licensed. You know what I'm saying? I can you play my song for 30 seconds and you're gonna give me $2,000-$3,000, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or if you on a big movie, you might receive a small royalty, you know what I'm saying? More than likely though, with the licensing, man, unless your shit get like selected to be like the song, like the theme song or whatnot of a project, you gonna get a fee. You know what I'm saying? But shit, man, that's money. And in the event that you do get one of them situations where you getting a recurring fee, shit, you somebody like Pusha T who wrote the goddamn McDonald's I'm Loving It thing, right? And you gonna see all kind of money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I studied cats like Steve Stout. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the shit that he doing on the advertising side of things.
Right.
And how he's put artists in a position to see money on Madison Avenue, as they say. You know what I'm saying? So that's it's a lot more opportunities now with TuneCore and DistroKid for a nigga to find out about licensing. Spotify got a lot of shit that they do for artists about licensing. Yeah. Man, it's a fucking Google search away, man. Right. Just start submitting shit. You never know what might get pulled. You never know what might get pulled. A few cats that I know in Houston had shit on like some reality TV shows, you know what I'm saying? And got a nice little check off that hoe. Sure. Yeah, man, like that's how we gonna eat movies. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna make you sustainable because if the performances get shut down to the degree that they're predicting they could be shut down,
yeah,
that's gonna hurt indie performers the most.
So For sure. I mean, to be honest with you, bro, like I don't see any venues really opening until 21, bro. Like I think a lot of the stuff in the fall is gonna be canceled as well.
Man, I see an opportunity though.
Yeah.
If the same way we was just talking about strip centers and shit, I think there's room for a Sixth Street style spot in Houston, a Beale
Mm.
Street. You know what I'm saying? Now I see back there in the warehouse district, they kind of starting to build it up with a lot of them beer breweries and shit like that.
Yeah.
But we got to find somewhere, man. We just got to find the people who see the vision, man. Who got the bread, who love music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We can find 2-3 blocks of space and get in that bitch, man, to where we got 2-3 nice sized venues and a bunch of bars. And it's nice outside. You got some eateries, you know what I'm saying? You got some shit in the daytime. You got some coffee shops.
Right.
Couple shops. And make it an arts village.
For sure.
Make it an arts village. I mean that's grand thinking. You know what I'm saying? That's out of my pay grade right now to pull off for something like that.
But it's practical though.
Yeah, somebody
it's not like
listening.
Out of the realm of possibility.
And honestly, if as artists, there are all kind of like endowment programs and shit like that for the arts. That if somebody really was to come up with a tangible plan, I'm talking about down to the fact that they done found an architect to design this shit. You know what I'm saying? You can go look out different areas in Houston. It's gonna have to be central downtown area. That's the best place to do it.
Right.
And there's plenty of areas that's ducked off.
Right.
That could be gutted, man. And even over there by Alley Cat, man, that could be an area where we just continue to build up. But it just seemed like the arts community in Houston is not. First off, they don't take rap serious as art.
Right.
So we're not gonna be included in a lot of shit.
Right.
Man, but the art community in general, man, they all suffer, man, and they stupid for not fucking with rap because we one of the few things that's gonna actually bring you consistent people to come into your shows.
For sure. And you know what I'm saying, rap is one of those things to where even though they try to pit it as only even though, you know what I'm saying, it is a black art form and we are the creators, it's something that goes across the board, you know what I'm saying, every race, every generation, like love rap, you know what I'm saying, and would come out to rap events, you know what I'm saying, or you know what I'm saying, anything to support good live music.
I'm gonna tell you who got a live ass hip hop scene in Houston. Rice University.
Now I ain't know that.
Man, Rice is like a world within a world, babe. You ever heard of Bounce and Turn?
Yeah.
All right, Amy come from Rice University, KTRU Radio. You know what I'm saying? So I got linked up with Amy through a cat named Big Kenny, probably about 5 years ago. And I did a show, this little underground club that they got in Rice, man. It's a basement. Man, I ain't had too many shows like this. I know Donnie Houston and DJ down there, Hot Peas and performed and shit. I know Dante done performed. If you done perform down there, man, it ain't no live spot to perform at.
And I'm gonna have to,
They got come through. They got a whole seed, bro. That's like they go back to your thing about it's not just black folks. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I know my fans ain't just niggas. And I'm cool with that, man. I don't give a fuck, man, like at this stage, because what we do as men and activists and shit, that's what matters as pertains to our people. On the music side, man, whoever like Rob Gillette, man, go buy that music.
Right. Well, and that's not just music. That's business in general. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like we buy black but sell to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like we can talk about the Vietnamese and the Chinese, and they may not hire you, but you could go there and buy the product.
Oh, yeah, you definitely go take their product, man. And I just want us to see that. I want us to How do y'all not see that, man? That these folks don't hire y'all. I stay in Maryland. I'm right next to the Hispanic community, and this might be controversial. It's not my intention to shit on Hispanic people by no means. But the Hispanic community like that, by and large, don't fuck with us. Right. You know what I'm saying? When you go into their community like that, man, they not fucking with us. You're not seeing no black faces in their jobs. You might see 2 or 3 niggas that work at Fiesta.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm over here, bro. All of it down Bel Air between goddamn Hillcroft and goddamn 610. All the way over to basically Beach Nut. Well, Bissonnette. That's they run that hoe. You feel me?
Right. For sure.
They not hiring niggas, man. And it's a lot of discrimination. I done tried to get apartments over there and couldn't get an apartment over there. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So it's like when I be hearing niggas on this, man, we gotta do our man. Look, what we gotta do for other people is not shit on them.
For sure.
We gotta,
man, and it's just too much of that going on. Like, you know, like boys got this thing now where it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna expose him, and you know what I'm saying, like all this.
We just gotta not shit on them. That's all we gotta do is not shit on them. I done learned a lot living in Maryland, bro. Building with a lot of the Jewish owners in the community being around here. You know what I'm saying? I see how they get down, man. They don't shit on nobody. They pro them. They worried about themselves. You feel me?
Right.
They grocery stores.
Right. Yeah, no, for sure. And you don't have to be like that to do for self. You know, they're like doing for self, you're not worried about, like you said, shitting on, discriminating against other people. Like and you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't got nothing to do with that.
It has nothing to do with that, man. It's all about the fact, man, that we want to come into our communities, man. We want to party how we want to party. We don't want to be told that we can't come in there wearing Jordans. But we also need to be in environments where just because you're wearing Jordan don't mean that you need to bring your pistol in there. You know what I'm saying? Niggas got to get, like, it's 2020, niggas still getting killed at the club.
It's crazy, right?
Like, come on, babe. That shit there is sad.
Right.
That shit there is sad. I just watched a documentary called The Tears of the Bayou City.
Oh, yeah, man. Shout out to Rico King.
Man, that fucked me up. Because I knew about 5, 6 niggas in that hole, bro. And not just knew the niggas. Like, I knew the niggas. One of the niggas that survived is really my little nigga. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, bro, that's we got to do better, man. Like,
it's heavy, man.
That killing shit, bro. Like, bro, from a nigga that might still have to put his feet in the streets every now and then. You feel me? Despite everything we done talked about, the politics, all that, the advancement, I'm still a nigga that, if it boiled down to it, I got to get in the street. I'm not gonna hurt nobody though. It's not conducive to us getting money if everybody over here shooting every day.
Facts. And that killed the spot quick.
Yeah, that's what it be like the reality is dirty money done funded America. Feel me? So what we really need to be doing, man, and I was listening to that Jay Prince and Larry Hoover interview, conversation. Larry Hoover was saying we need to get out of the street, nigga. See, man, what these niggas got to do, and I tell my niggas that got big money in the streets, man, don't wait and try to clean up $100,000, big dog. Clean up $5,000. You feel me? Start a little t-shirt business. You know what I'm saying? Then go get you a storefront. Build from there. Find a few other niggas, man, that got the money, man. $5,000. Then find you somebody that's been working for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Build up something, man. Build a grocery store or something, man. Something that's tangible, bro. The goal is not to be a career drug dealer, man. That was never the goal. And now it's so glorified being a drug dealer. It's like, man, if that's what you're going to do, get your money, man, and get up out that shit, man.
Right.
That shit is that.
Yeah, nah, for sure, man. And I think what's even sadder is like, man, we got boys that do music that never sold drugs, that don't do drugs, that feel that they gotta rap about doing it, you know what I'm saying, in order to get on and be cool.
You know, I don't. Let me say this: I don't have a problem with that, simply because I view music for what it is. The brand of music I choose to make is authentic,
So,
but that's because I realize that it sounds better.
mm,
If I felt like it sounded better for me to tell you about a lifestyle that I've never lived, and that was going to make my career, that's what I would do. Because I understand that even though my name is Rob Gillette, my name is Robert Gillette. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like, Rob Gillette is a character, no
right,
matter
right,
how
right,
real I am. You feel me?
right,
So I don't knock these niggas for getting their money. What I do knock these niggas for, man, like you take a nigga like Plies. Plies is a janky individual in my eyes. He ain't no real street nigga. But man, you didn't see Plies getting out here, man, when he got his money, buying guns and terrorizing
yeah,
everybody, man. He talked that talk. You know what I'm saying? Niggas
right.
talk down on him or whatever because people from his environment said he wasn't really this and that. But man, he did it, and he, boom, he made his money. Man, I'm happy for you, bro. If you could get a check in the music business and take care of your family off that, man, I'm happy for you, even if I don't like your music.
Nah, that's respect. That's respect, man. So,
But them
man, what?
niggas,
Okay.
they don't. Well, I ain't mean to cut you off, but
No, go
the
ahead, go ahead.
final point, they don't seem to realize, man, that rap more than ever, even though hip hop has changed from when we were kids, is more than ever the voice of the kids, of the youth.
Right, right.
These niggas have tattoos on their faces.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? That's not because of what's going on in your environment. That's what's going on in the rap music. These
right.
niggas have 40 Glock 40s and 9s with extended clips that hold 30 and 40 shots. These niggas are putting automatic drums on handguns. That's
Right.
not because of what you seeing in your environment, boss. That's what's going on in the music.
Yeah. So, so man, what's a piece of advice, man, that you would give, you know what I'm saying, as a up and coming rapper, you know what I'm saying, just not getting in the game, man. Some things that you know now that, you know what I'm saying, you wish you knew when you started.
Don't limit yourself to your home market. Uh, man, the way this angle look, it make my face look like Conway the Machine. Make me look like, make me look afflicted in the motherfucker. Anybody watching this, man, I swear my face ain't afflicted, man. But
Yeah, man,
nah,
the camera angle, man.
but I don't know nothing about them angles.
Yeah.
But definitely don't limit yourself to your home market. Uh, test your abilities. You know what I'm saying? Invest in yourself. $1,000 should be able to get you a home recording setup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Invest in yourself to where you can afford to experiment with your sound. I've been blessed to be in a position to where I've never had a home studio. I don't pay for studio time though. You know what I'm saying? I would, I have, you know what I'm saying, but I'm not in that position. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
somebody just starting, find out who's doing what you're trying to do in your area, especially if you're in a small town. And you in a big city like Houston, it's really no excuses. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All you got to do is just talk to somebody and you can find out some information. If you in a small town, man, invest in your sound. Invest in your sound. That's number one. Don't limit yourself to your market if you in a big city. If you in Houston, you in Dallas, you in Chicago, wherever you at, you feel me? Even if you in Atlanta, New York, LA, you know what I'm saying? Don't limit yourself to those markets.
Right.
Uh, keep a job or keep a legitimate hustle because you're not
Mm.
gonna make no money for a long time, if ever.
Hmm. Hmm.
You gotta understand that.
Right.
And if you do get that bag, you better learn how to flip it, man, because you might only get one opportunity to get that bag in this business. So,
man, that's some real deal, man, bro. I appreciate you, man. Man, last thing, man, before we get out of here, man, you got a new project you working on, man.
definitely.
I'm excited to hear about it, man. I'm gonna play one of the tracks on the outro, man. But yeah, man, just talk about it, man. Let people know when it's coming.
Well, I ain't putting no date on it, man, just
Okay.
because I'm notorious for saying that it's gonna come out April 13th, and then April 13th come, and then you don't get no post from me all day.
Right.
You feel me? So just know that it's about 85% done.
Okay.
So it'll definitely be out within 6 weeks. I can guarantee that.
Okay.
It's called the Tortoise Theory. It's kind of like a play on the tortoise and the hare.
Yeah.
Which is a good analogy for my career. You know what I'm saying? The songs, the album is really, it's a timestamp, like I said, man, earlier, but it's really a timestamp of how I was living after my daughter was born. And just a lot of the shit that I was going through, man. Like, I talk about some real themes on there, man. It talks about like feeling suicidal, you know what I'm saying? Talking about depression. It's talking about relationships and trauma in relationships. Then it's talking about the dope game, you know what I'm saying? And just that vantage point. So it's a gritty album. My son is gonna be narrating it, kind of telling my story from his perspective. And I'm gonna have my mom say some shit on there. But man, I think when y'all hear the records, I didn't mean to send you two records. One you got called In the Field, that just happened to be in the Ford, but Calculated record is the record I'm kind of running with. Yeah. As far as like just the first video I'm gonna shoot.
So.
And it's you'll hear it, man. It's for the streets, but
yeah.
The rest of the album, man, is just y'all gonna. I think if you like Galactic Vision, if you like any of my music, if you know any of my music, it's just an extension of what I've been doing.
Yeah.
I'm not reinventing the wheel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing more singing on it. I'll say that.
Okay.
But it ain't like the annoying auto-tune singing and shit. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
It's a well-rounded project. I say that.
For sure, man. Well, man, I look forward to, you know what I'm saying, hearing it, you know what I'm saying, when it actually dropped, man, seeing the whole project, bro.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? You got a forever fan and supporter in me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, I got love for you, brother. Like I said, not only as an artist, but as a person, as an individual, man. Like I said, man, I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, the fact that you continuously use your voice to, you know what I'm saying, put that word out there, you know what I'm saying, for our street niggas, man. And, you know, I think because you are authentic, man, people listen to you, man. So, bro, keep doing you, bro.
Well, you know, it's love on my end, man. You know, we've been trying to get together for a minute.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the opportunity to come on. Everybody that's on your platform, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a real individual. This ain't no nigga that's just doing this just to say he wear African shirts, you know what I'm saying? Like him and his whole organization. If it mean anything to anybody watching this, man, I done seen it with my own two eyes, the type of impact they can make on the people. Just support, man. Like I hate to say it like this, man, they not gonna do it, but man, send them niggas a cash app, you feel me? Send them niggas a PayPal, you feel me? Like it might be $2, you feel me? Drop them something. All that shit add up because at the end of the day, man, they gonna invest it righteously in the people. And shit, that's what it's about, man. The advancing our people and getting rid of whack rappers.
No, for sure, man. Yeah, man. And that's why I love my organization, man. Just because the brothers that I'm around, like everybody got their own hustle. So like we not trying to eat off the community. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't need the donations to pay our rent. You know what I mean? So And so it feel good, you know what I'm saying, to be able to do it for all the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I don't feed my family off the community. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, as you shouldn't, man. That's just not the way it goes, man. If you in a position where you can give your time and energy to the community, man, it's just like people in church. You feel me? When the church need to get a church building built, people know where their money going, so they get the money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sure. Like what y'all trying to do, whatever little seed that will be sold, all that's gonna go into is that might be additional media equipment. You know what I'm saying? Right. That might be for the next food truck event, or you know what I'm saying? Anything. Yeah. So I know this as an artist, as an entrepreneur, man. We need capital.
Right.
Like it can't be said on some janky shit, man. Niggas need money.
Right. No, for sure. For sure.
That's just what it is, man.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, man, give the people your social media, how they can check you out, man, how they can support your music, bro.
If you see my name, that's my social media on everything. Rob Gillette, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Facebook, I don't know about adding a lot of people on my page.
Yeah.
Because nigga is, but nah, like Instagram, Rob Gillette, Twitter, Rob Gillette. I do got a Rob Gillette Facebook page. Yeah. I got robgillette.com. You know what I'm saying? I got my Bandcamp where you can get my entire catalog, the Critical music. You can go to galacticvision.bandcamp.com or just type in Rob Gillette's Bandcamp. That's probably easier.
Yeah.
On the streaming sites, Rob Gillette. You know what I'm saying? YouTube, Rob Gillette. You'll see my shit. And man, I'm out there, man. That's just what it is, man. I really be in the streets, man.
For sure, man. Well, man, like I said, man, I appreciate you, bro. I'm going to make sure that, like I said, I keep supporting. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you got anything dropping, man, since you need a press run, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm always here for you, bro.
Nah, we definitely, we won't be able to do a traditional press run like I want to, but it's about to be a COVID-19 press run.
Hey, man. Hey, man. And that's what we do, man. We keep surviving, you know what I'm saying, regardless.
We'll do, man.
Yeah, man. Well, man, it's your brother iTunes Rob, man. I'm going to leave y'all on this Calculated, man. You know what I'm saying? A new track that's going to be coming. Tortoise, you know what I'm saying? Off the Tortoise, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. Y'all check us out, Melanated Illuminated, man. Holla at y'all. Peace.
Southwest. I ain't leave. Yeah, one time for your mind, ho. Conversation over conversation. Too much talking, high murder in the related. Simple licks, we can hit it while you complicated. Doing something janky, we ain't needed that with confirmation. As a kid, I studied constellation. Sitting still wasn't a skill, no concentration. Still got a problem, still gotta move. Now I got a daughter, I can see her daddy mood and her attitude, DNA. We can last, we some wild folks, outdo, feel slaves, still having high hopes. Opportunity is all we needed, we ain't get it. So we took it, and ended up in prison. Ain't no letters, don't nobody ever visit. Got my cousins, had my auntie, and my mama in the system, I avoided it. Man, how a nigga did it, put some product in the city, but ain't not about to get it, cause I'm calculated. Hey, everything I did was calculated. Hey, you talking numbers, we can calculate it. Wait, pressing niggas like a calculator. Hey, where the paper, baby, calculated. Everything is calculated. Hey, talking numbers, we can calculate it. Wait a minute. Soldier hating ain't the way to get it. My opinion's bringing feelings out of gangsta niggas. Shit, we can throw some hands, you can bring a pistol. Immortality is not something I own. Respect is all I got, and you ain't about to make it home. If your goal was to fuck with my shalom, Mr. Wrong is smooth. But Hebrew ain't got him thinking he belong with Jews. Calculated steps while I'm on the move. Homicide asking about a murder scene on the news. That's my little nigga, I don't know shit. You can eat a cold dick, your presence alone, it means no licks. I'm telling all my young niggas stop shooting. Getting money and murder, man, it's not really conducive. Yeah, I had to let some shot ring at a young nigga being foolish. I ain't hit him, but he learned his lesson quick. Don't bring it to me, cause I'm calculated. Hey, everything I did was calculated. Hey, you talking numbers, we can calculate it. We pressing niggas like a calculator. Hey, where the paper, baby, calculated.